What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Makan Musty, and we are here back to the series Mukbang with Makan Musty, episode 2 with one of my best friends, Mr. Ali Safari.
What's happening, brother?
What's happening, bro?
Yeah.
So now we say I saw you like half an hour ago, but anyway, thanks for joining me, bro. We're gonna eat some Turkish food, Altin Grill up in Edgware, owned by my friend Ibrahim. I'm looking to talk a bit about martial arts, mixed martial arts. Ali is a Muay Thai fighter, and he has aspirations to not only excel in Muay Thai but also excel in professional mixed martial arts, inshallah. We're just going to speak about that. I don't think this topic ever really gets covered enough.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, Ak. So this is like, he gave us dessert on the house.
Did he?
Yeah, plugs us up.
Oh, this is the rice pudding.
Yeah, so rice pudding.
Nice.
I think Asians call it kheer. I'm not sure what Turkish people call it. Kheer. Yes. What do you call it in Iran? Do you have rice pudding here?
Yeah, we do, but we don't. That's like a rude word in Iranian.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it mean? We went for like a fighter's meal. Do you know what I mean? Your favourite meal? Guess what I got you?
Let me think. Lamb Shish.
With?
Rice?
Yeah.
Yes.
So lamb shish and rice. I think most fighters like to eat clean meat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good source of protein.
Grilled stuff.
And then obviously rice, man. This one's good, bro. Got your large as well. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Come on, my boy. My bro. Must have my boy. Oh, that's one good. That's hot as well, man. But that's not eating yet, bud. Oh, flip's sake, bro. Oh, that kind of flopped.
I would have done it for you.
Yeah, I should have agreed to do it for me, bro. Oh, if you guys haven't seen yet, Mukbang with Makan Musty episode 1 with Muay, where we're munching some pizza and we're talking about Somalian weddings, getting married young, and so on. But this is episode 2, and we're gonna get cracking. Tell us a bit about yourself, bro. I mean,
So maybe we should talk about how we know each other first.
yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Was one evening at home. Unexpected knock on the door. Open up. It's a young boy begging for some food.
Asking for some change.
No, we grew up together. We went to school together, Queen's Park Community School.
But. Oh, this is good, you know.
This is some good food, honestly. But yeah. So same class. Met him was that 2004. And and then we've been friends since.
11 years old, bro.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, man. 2004 to 2019. How many years?
A good 15 years, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
If my maths comes correct.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, man. About myself. Obviously, you mentioned martial arts. I do a little bit of Thai boxing. I've done a bit of judo, and I'm a behaviour mentor for children. I'm a coach for fighters, and a personal trainer. So
You're also my Muay Thai teacher as well.
Yeah, you can argue and say martial arts is pretty much my passion. So yeah, that's
solid, bro. Bro, obviously, like I've known you for 15 years, bro. So we've got hella memories. But like back in school, in PE, you were in like the lower group, no?
Yes.
And when you came to football, you were like last pick, no?
No.
Second last pick.
Depends. The captain.
The captain. Obviously, if it's me, I'll bust you, innit?
Yeah.
That's it. No, but obviously, jokes aside, one thing that's big about Ali is he wasn't the most athletic or the most naturally gifted physically.
Oh, it's very dynamic though.
Wasn't dynamic, nothing, sluggish, and so on. But yeah, but you weren't really the athletic type at all, man.
No.
So can you sort of tell me like...
Right, and all jokes aside, growing up from a young age, I always had the passion for martial arts, and I could say from a young age, I understood martial arts. My memories that I remember, my heroes were made to be like Muhammad Ali. They were like, oh, Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman, Muhammad Ali fought Ken Norton. and all these like legendary fights. So for me, this is what I remembered. My mind was always like into like martial arts, and he was a superior fighter and different types of fighting, of course, and obviously boxing was huge for me. So I always had it inside of me, and I had a passion for it. But physically, I weren't the most gifted. I carried a lot of weight when I was younger. I was dynamic though. I carried a lot of weight, so yeah, so like for P and stuff, I was last picked, innit? Like I wasn't, I was in a lower group, but then obviously it all changed.
So tell me, bro, briefly, what did you do to change, and what motivated you? Because obviously, every New Year's or every time someone takes an L, everyone wants to change and they go through it, but not everyone can stay consistent.
What made the change was like I always had this idea from a young age. I wanted to be a martial artist. I wanted to be a complete martial artist, and when I looked at a lot of like martial artists, they were like in phenomenal shape. So that was one of the things I was alright. Well, I like to get in a good shape as well, and I wanted to obviously like learn how to defend myself and stuff, and like learn how to fight. So when I started to do my judo, straight away I had motivation to compete. And in order to compete, they had a weight category. So from a young age, I learned about difference in weight category and stuff, and learning like if you're a certain height, like you should be a certain weight, to give advantage and disadvantage to your opponent. So like through that, I began training harder and harder and harder to like fit a certain weight to compete. So that's slowly when the weight loss
So that's when it started happening.
That's when it started to happen.
Start working your physique, your shape, your weight.
It came together. Initially, the first goal was to try and compete, to get good enough where I could compete.
Judo.
Yeah, to judo. Yeah, to get good enough to compete. So training to compete, and then obviously they were like, all right, well, you're overweight now. If you want to compete, you've got to get to this weight. So obviously, when I start losing weight, then I start noticing difference in my physique. I was like, it's better. So obviously, as well as that, I did the extra stuff of going to a gym, doing my weight training, doing a cardio, and I noticed like my performance began to improve. But as my performance began to improve, I started to like trim more weight, and that was the start of it. That's how it started.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
By the way, the food's really nice.
It is very nice.
Bro, it's banging. It's so soft and succulent.
Yeah, it's really good, man. I can't lie.
And it's like, it's perfect, bro. Like it's not.
Yeah.
You don't have to chew too much. Do you know what I mean? And but you enjoy it as well, man. And it's good quality meat.
Most definitely.
Did you see those results straight away? Did you see these changes straight away? And if not, like I asked earlier, what made you keep pushing? Do you know what I mean? Because for a lot of people, if they don't see instant validation, okay, we live in a generation of instant validation, and we don't see instant changes, we give up, we lose momentum, we get discouraged, yeah? At a young age, bro, when did you start doing judo and so on and start making this difference?
So I started judo, I believe the first time I went to a judo class was in 2009. That's the first time I went. At first I was just like, alright, this is a little bit different to what I thought it's going to be. I was unsure whether it's going to work or not in a real-time situation. But it was in 2010, first year of college. I got into a fight, 3 people against 1.
Against you, yeah?
Yeah. And well, at first it was 3 on 1 person, it was my friend. Then I got involved and 3 people tried to attack me. And
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, the little bit of judo experience that I had, like it was so handy. Like I used my judo and I was just like, wow. Like,
you shook one guy up, no?
Yeah. And I was just like, yeah, this works. So for me, that was it. For me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. So once I got that, got that real passion for it, and I was like, this works, and this is like great, and I was able to defend myself. So then now when I started, I was just like, I'm just gonna try and go as far as I can, and I got really, really serious about it. And then more than anything, the thing that made me continue wasn't the weight loss. It wasn't the thing that was, the thing was, it fed my soul.
Sick.
And it gave me confidence that I didn't even imagine myself to have.
That's sick.
And as a young kid, like growing up, obviously it was massive because every kid at a certain age, especially at late teens and stuff, early teens, mid-teens, late teens, they're trying to discover who they are and they're trying to find a platform where they could shine. They're trying to find a platform for them to be who they are. And for me, through judo, I found my platform, and that was the thing that I kept going, because it was beyond the physical side of it. The physical thing just came. I just kept working harder. I loved it. Wanted to get better.
So would you say not only mental or physical, it was a bit of a spiritual thing?
Most definitely was a spiritual
That's
thing.
deep, man.
That's why you don't stop. You know
That's
what I mean?
deep, man.
Because if it did stop, then if I got fit, then I was like, alright, I'm not going to do it anymore. But it had nothing to do with the fitness. It was to do.
So, bro, for like the viewers and stuff, whether it's martial arts or not, do you think a key in being consistent and thriving in whatever it may be is being spiritually connected? That, because I've never really had that. Do you know what I mean? Like, different people have different like reasons why they're motivated and whatnot. Or like some people love the way they look at gym, the way they look at themselves in gym, or the way they look physically, so they keep going gym. Do you get what I'm saying? But you'll say something a bit different. You're connected spiritually.
Like, you can't judge a lion by its ability to fly. The same way you can't judge a shark and the ability to fly. Do you understand it? So my point is, everyone has their own different strengths and weaknesses, and everyone has their own platform where they can shine.
Einstein said that, no? You can't judge a fish by its ability to climb up a tree.
Who said that?
Einstein.
I don't know, bro.
Honestly,
That just came like in my head right now. I don't know what Einstein said. But you know what I mean? So like, everyone has their thing where they could shine. So for me, it was the martial arts. It doesn't mean for this person here, they got to go stop doing martial arts, and that's their platform. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So like, everyone got their own thing where they could shine at. Everyone got their own thing where they're good at. And we all have things that we're not good at. Do you know what I mean? So it all comes down to the individual to find out what their passion is, what their platform is. Whether, you know, your passion might be, alright, I'm an art person, I'm just going to draw. I feel alive when I draw, that fills my soul. You know what I mean? The importance it is to invest in yourself, give yourself time in order for you to discover what is it that feeds your soul, what is it that makes you feel alive, what is it that gives you that confidence and a platform to, do you know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. That's real stuff, man. That's real stuff.
Yeah.
Who needs Einstein? I've got Mr. Ali Safari over here, guys. Do you understand? Can you explain to me the difference between like mixed, like modern martial arts and classical martial arts? So you've got, you know, Kung Fu, Wing Chun and so on. Yeah. And then obviously in UFC and MMA at the highest level, at the highest sports level. Yeah. It's more like it's modern martial arts. You know?
I think, you know what it is, like, you know, you say modern martial arts, but like a lot of these martial arts are also go back, like
boxing goes way back.
Muay
Thai
back,
goes way
back. Do you know what I mean? But I think what you mean obviously is like, I understand what you mean, like traditional martial arts such as like you know, like Wing Chun, for example, or like karate, Kung Fu and stuff. And listen, let me tell you something. I respect all martial arts. I respect anything that strengthens your body, strengthens your mind, strengthens your soul. Like, I respect that. Do you know what I mean? But in regards to like what's practical, I think that's what separates the martial arts, and you look at them differently. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So in my opinion, the martial arts that are like effective and practical, they go to a different league compared to the ones that are like not as competitive. And there are ones that are competitive, but the rules that they follow, it makes it only competitive within the rules of that sport. So if you take that sport and put it in a real-time situation, it'll be very, very difficult to be able to apply those skills in a real-time situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So for example, there are certain martial arts where you defend leg kicks by trying to catch the kick or with your hands, right? Whereas in a real-time situation, or maybe in a more practical martial arts, when a kick's coming, you check it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't go lower your guard, try to catch the kick. Like,
no, I mean, in Thai boxing, you can still catch the kick.
But more of a high body kick.
I think what you mean is, for example, I'll give you an example, right? Like Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Like, in Taekwondo, it's a kicking sport. Your whole guard is about point scoring and kicking. And when you compete, I believe you are wearing stuff where your foot is connected. And a lot of the kicks that you land is like a flick style, and it lands with your foot.
Yeah.
Right. In Thai boxing, we avoid kicking with a foot because the foot has many little tiny bones and stuff where you kick wrong or you kick an elbow, it will break. Whereas in Taekwondo they don't say that, because in a sport it's followed by the rules, and you kick with your foot. So that's what I mean, it's not practical. So if you're in a real time situation, you try to do like a Taekwondo kick, and I don't know, you end up kicking an elbow, for example, you end up kicking like, I don't know, a solid part of the head or something, the chances are you may hurt yourself. Whereas in Thai boxing, it's practical, where it's teaching you to land part of your leg, where whether it's in competition, whether it's in real life, it works. Does that make sense? Same thing as that, for example, like karate. In karate, you get taught to strike with your punches. But the way you strike with your punches is different in a real-time situation. Western boxing is a lot more practical, because in a karate competition, it's all about the point scoring system, and you've got to have a certain guard, which doesn't apply into a real-time world. Like if you get into a position on a street, for example, you've got to defend yourself. The Western boxing is certainly more effective. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. If a complete layman or someone who's never practiced self-defense before would want to pick up a martial arts for some self-defense, maybe general fitness as well, what would you recommend, honestly? Take into consideration what you've just said, practicality, efficiency, and so on.
In regards to striking, I believe Thai boxing is the most form of striking martial arts. It teaches you how to punch, kick, knee, elbow. It's called Art of the 8 Limbs.
The 8 limbs, yeah.
As well as that, we have the clinching, and in the clinching, it's like a whole different sport. You learn how to grapple, you learn how to sweep. So it's a very, very complete form of striking. In regards to grappling, I believe wrestling is a brilliant form of like grappling sport for you to learn. I believe judo is brilliant, because in judo you learn how to grapple whilst you're standing, so learn how to take someone down and learn how to defend yourself from someone taking you down. But as well as that, once it goes to the ground, it's called a newaza, which is the groundwork, and that's where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu originally originated from. So yeah, judo is it's very effective as well. So
that's deep. Alright, we're gonna start that again. That was sick. Okay, cool, man. Sick. So, bro, I think an interesting aspect that people don't really shed light on in terms of practicing a self-defense is sort of like teamwork. So teamwork, teammates, classmates. Do you know what I mean? The people that attend these classes with you, boxing, judo, Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Other attendees, other members. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your sort of experience? Do you think, like, for example, so say someone's sitting there and they really want to do a self-defense, but they've never done it before. Yeah. Do you recommend they go do it with a friend? With a few friends?
No.
No.
I mean, I can't say no. If that's what it is, or your friends are doing it, great, go do it. But you should not rely on anyone.
Deep.
You should not rely on it. I mean, if there's like a group of you where you want to go do it, then great. But then, as long as you're not letting the reason for you to attend these classes is because your friends are. Because if your friends are no longer attending, then what you're going to do? Stop as well.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about a bit of experience of when you started boxing when you were a bit younger.
Yeah, the whole journey was on my own. Going to judo, going to different clubs. I did it on my own. I didn't do it with anyone. Once my friends started joining me, then that was brilliant having someone to go with. But there was days when my friends didn't come, I still went. So you go through the journey by yourself. If someone's there, they're great. If not, you just got to keep going. You have to go through the struggle in order to appreciate what you're doing. And like, I use an example. So it's like, unless you're hungry, you're never going to appreciate this food. You got to be hungry to appreciate the food that's in front of you. If you've got a full stomach, then you're really not going to appreciate the food that you got in front of you.
What's the benefits of self-defense, man? What's the importance of self-defense?
The importance of self-defense, I don't even know where to start with that. I think for anyone, for absolutely anyone, whether you're male, female, young, old, anything, anyone, like self-defense is survival. Yeah, because all we're doing we're surviving. We have to work because we have to survive. We have to eat because we have to survive. And our self-defense is as important as anything else. because you learn how to defend yourself. You learn a skill where you learn how to defend. Not only you could defend yourself, but then you could defend a loved one. When you have your own children, you can teach your young ones how to defend themselves. So it's part of life, and it's not just self-defense. It's the general fitness that comes with it. Promoting a healthy life, knowing that you've got a lung capacity to run away from danger, for example, if you need to. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Yeah. Or like if you got a young son, you go to the park, you want to keep up with them. So in all general, it's a part of life. It's something that there's no substitute for it.
Sick.
There is absolutely nothing else that could replace it. Like I said, the same way we need our food for us to survive. We need money to survive. We need self-defense and a healthy heart and healthy lungs and a healthy body to survive. It's part of life.
It's very important, especially as the head of a household, as a man, to be able to defend your family, your loved ones from danger, from an intruder, and so on. Right?
That's as a man. Regardless if you're a man or not, if you're a woman, if you're the woman of the household, you got to be able to know how to defend yourself. You got to be able to teach.
You're walking on the streets alone.
Listen, this world we live in is a dangerous world. There's lots of crazy people out there. There's lots of strange people out there. It doesn't matter whether you're the man of the house, you're the woman of the house, you're the youngest of the house. You should learn how to defend yourself. You should learn how to defend yourself in extreme situations. Someone trying to take your phone, trying to take your money, or it could be someone trying to take your life. You got to be able to use your skill to defend yourself if you need to, but also have the physical strength, have the stamina, have the lung capacity to run for your life if you need to.
I think I'm quoting one of our favourite UFC fighters who says, I'll say the quote, tell me if you know who I'm talking about. Ooh. He says, "I stay ready, I don't get ready." Who says that? Huh?
Conor McGregor.
No.
Conor McGregor?
Nate Diaz, no? War ready, no?
No, that was Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor said it?
Yeah.
Oh, no way?
Yeah. So I don't
get ready, I stay ready.
I stay ready, yeah.
No way.
I'm pretty much.
I thought Nate Diaz says it, man.
I don't know, man.
Because he always says war ready and whatever, and
listen,
Peter, spit out.
I don't know.
Anyways, a big quote that
one of the quotes that we live by, and we got it from one of our mixed martial art
icons
heroes, is we don't get ready, we stay ready.
No, and honestly, I remember my mum always saying, always talking about survival and survival instinct. She would say, the most random examples. Bro, she would be like, oh, if there's a tsunami, you need to run. And I'm like, I don't think there's going to be a tsunami, but at the same time, you never know. Inshallah, there won't be a tsunami in London. But for me, on one of my biggest things, because obviously I was doing Silat and Indonesian/Malaysian martial arts for a while when I was younger, but then I got into Muay Thai this year. I think the benefits I felt was for a mental aspect, my mental health.
Yeah, of course.
I felt, bro, I just felt such a difference. After that start, you're exhausted at Muay Thai, that feeling of you've accomplished something, you've achieved something.
Listen.
I remember I would sort of put off Muay Thai because I would want to work on my fitness beforehand and have a solid stamina, and then you tell me bro, you just, no matter how fit you are, it's always going to feel like the deep end. No matter what. Do you know what I mean? So it's just sink or swim.
Yeah, that's it. You're never going to get ready. You got to do it. You were saying, I'm going to do this before. It's just nah, there's nothing you're going to do that is going to prepare you for this.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to prepare you for this, get you doing this, is by actually doing it.
I've actually tasted the sweetness of falling in love with Muay Thai, bro.
And well done to you.
God.
That's a. Do you know what I mean? That's a big step. That's a big step to take. You know what I mean? That's a huge step to take.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of determination, and it takes a lot of self-drive in order for you to make that step and get yourself something that is so outside the comfort zone. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's not comfortable. You know what I mean? But then that's the thing. You can stay comfortable and you can never grow. But then once you put yourself outside the comfort zone, and that's when you start growing, and that's what you did. So I have a lot of respect for people. Anyone that's able to do that, I have a lot of respect for them.
I think Conor McGregor definitely said this. No, but honestly, he said the more you seek the uncomfortable, the more comfortable you become.
I thought that was Nate.
and it's so real, man. It's so real. It's just so easy to just want to sit at home and just bang up PS4 or just chill after you've had work. Do you know what I mean? And it's just so easy to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But the more you seek the uncomfortable, the more comfortable you become. That's the thing for me, bro. It's not only it's not only the physical aspect or the technical aspect or the competitive aspect, but in terms of the mental health and and achieving different different checkpoints from a mental perspective.
Yeah.
It's unreal, man. What's your sort of diet? Can you sort of tell me?
Well, like the thing is, I don't call it a diet. I'm never on a diet. It's lifestyle, because that's the life.
Same.
It's and because the thing is, like, diet sounds like restrictions. You know what I mean? It's restricting yourself, and that's not the way I look at it. So I mean, like, really and truly, my diet is not like that special. I try to eat some good things, and I avoid eating some bad things. When I say bad things, I avoid things that are high in sugar, like such as like sweets and chocolates. Chocolate aren't that bad if you get like the right ones.
Yeah.
That's it's actually not as bad as people think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's more just the fake stuff.
It's the fake stuff.
Sweets and sugar.
Yeah. But the sweets, the fizzy drinks is really, really bad. I avoid like some carbs. Like I avoid like white bread.
Okay.
I try to avoid rice. Replace it with couscous.
Sick.
But then, like, once every now and then, like, it's not, it's not.
It's better than chips.
It's the worst. Yeah. I avoid fried stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. I avoid fried stuff. I just try to eat like lean green meat, whether it's like
lean green meat.
Lean
green meat.
Oh,
lean red meat.
No, lean meat.
Okay,
just
lean
meat.
meat.
That's
okay.
it, lean green meat. The whole thing, innit? Gave my secret away. No, leans, yeah, I try to eat lots of lean meat, grilled chicken, grilled fish, grilled steak, like high protein like meat, lots of eggs, like wholemeal bread. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Veggies,
vegetables like broccoli and stuff is really good.
I had Arsene Wenger, the ex-Arsenal coach. He would never look at a football player if that in the academy if that player didn't sleep well or eat well.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even care about training or ability. If they didn't sleep well or eat well, that's what I
listen.
get.
It's all about comes out of the discipline. If you ain't got the discipline to make sacrifices, you know what I mean, with the food, they're the pleasures of life. You know what I mean. If you can't make sacrifices for that, then you don't really got the discipline to do all the other stuff. You know what I mean. So it's part of the thing. You know what I mean. Mostly for me, it's a mental thing. I avoid all of that stuff, innit? You know what I mean? Because I'm disciplined enough to say no. This is bad for me. I'm not gonna do this, and I've just got the discipline to do so. And
what's your sort of training regime like? You know what I mean? How often do you train? During a day, during a week?
6 days a week.
That's deep.
Yeah, I try.
How many days? How many times a day?
If I'm competing, twice a day.
Sick.
If I'm not competing, like one heavy.
And this is for your Muay Thai fights.
Yeah, just general. Even for everything else, just try to train 6 days a week. Cool. You know what I mean? Like 5 to 6 days a week, average 5 to 6 days.
And what your training consist of?
When I do Muay Thai, with friends. Yeah, I just do Thai boxing. I sparring twice a week. Pad work rest of the days, technical work. Do conditioning. Do some weight training as well. Lots of running. Because
I know sometimes, like, bro, like I remember it was like, I think it was a Friday night or something, and you uploaded on like social media. You went for like an hour and a half jog. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is dope, and I don't think that was part of your regime. So what sort of stuff do you do to separate you from the rest? Because I know you do extra work.
Yeah, when just constantly trying to like better myself. So like, me and my training partner just decided to go for a big run, and we just kept running, and then that run that we did, it became our route. So the route that we do. A serious route.
So I remember you said that at the end. I was like, "How was it?" You said it was light work. How long was the run?
1 hour 40 minutes to be precise. Yeah.
And how much distance did you cover?
14 kilometers.
Mad.
Yeah, 14 kilometers. So I think about almost 15.
Serious cardio, bro.
And then after we went to the gym and we started like doing some Muay Thai, started hitting.
Oh, man, went gym after.
Yeah, we started from the gym, we're done, and then we came back to the gym and we did more.
That's deep. That's deep, man.
But it's fun. Like I genuinely find it is really fun. You know what I mean?
Like I said earlier, bro, you were not physically gifted at all. You know what I mean? You were born in the PE group. It would have been easy for you to just sort of accept that. Do you know what I mean? And just, I don't know, but just be like someone that's not that active and not that athletic and so on. But like, yeah, but what's your advice to those people that they want to do it, man? They see it, but they can't get over that hurdle. They can't get over that barrier that they've set themselves. They want to get more physically active. What advice do you have for them?
Just say and do it. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean?
Use another. Say like, forget it and just do it.
Can I say it again or?
You say it again.
Yeah. Just
forget it. Just say forget it.
Just say it and just do it and ignore everything else. Ignore everything because, like, I'll give you one example. Yeah, like when I first started to go for runs to lose weight, I used to go like in the evenings and I was like, oh, and I don't want people to look at me. It's like when I, like a month into it, you realise no one cares. Like it's only you created this cloud in your own head. Like nobody cares. Like, you know what I mean? You're not the only person that carries a bit of extra weight. Just do it. Don't forget about anything else. Just clear your mind and do it.
In terms of the future, what do we expect to see from you? What do you hope to achieve? Like, say it out there, put it out there, bro.
Anything that this life has planned for me, I'm willing to give it the best I have, no matter what it is.
Inshallah.
Whether it's a next competition, whether it's a next anything that comes forward, business opportunity, fight opportunity, whether my next training session, whatever it is, my mentality stays the same. I will give it the best I can.
Do or die.
And I will do it like it's my last chance to do anything. That's what holds in the future for me.
Sick,
so whatever it is, yeah.
WWE champion?
What?
Sick, bro. Ali, bro.
It's a pleasure, yeah.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Nice
I'll see you at training anyway, but
yeah,
it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you, bro. It's sick.
Listen, big up Nomads Gym. You get me. Big up Muay Thai Masters Academy.
MTMA.
That's where I first started. You get me. So always got love and respect for my team. You know what I mean. Massive shout out to Nosy Academy as well. Yeah. So like yeah, man.
Dope, bro. Dope, man. Yeah, Nomad's the place, man.
Yeah, man.
That's where I started Muay Thai and somewhere I want to be for a long time, inshallah.
Yeah, just big up Nomads.
Nomads Gym. Big boy team.
You get me. Yes,
big boy team.
And then big up to Mobility Judo Club as well, yeah. That's where the whole journey started from there, you know what I mean? So always got love and respect. Forever gratitude to all my coaches
Forever grateful.
At my Nomads Gym. So am I?
Do you want to thank your PE teachers back in Queen's Park as well? Yeah, no, Ali, bro.
I was going to say something. Yeah, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. Sick, man. Guys, look, this is a sick episode. Please do like, comment, share.
Big up Nomads Gym.
Big up Nomads.
Big
I want to leave
MTMA.
Yeah, I want to leave Ali's Instagram.
Mobility Judo Club.
Okay, relax, bro. I'm going to leave Ali's Instagram in the description. And I'll leave Nomads Gym in the description as well. Anyone that's in Northwest London wants to get cracking, that's the place to be. Yeah, man, like, please, guys, if you haven't seen episode 1 of Mukbang with Makan Musty, check it out as well.
For all the sisters out there, Instagram, Mr. Safari, 93, sisters. I'm single, just put out
If I was saying it, man.
I'm single.
You ready, yeah?
Let's get rid of the laugh a little bit.
It's not like the Joker, man.